Adjectives and adverbs with double, triple meanings. Clean, cleanly. The house is clean. That's an adjective. That means the house isn't dirty. But what about we work clean here? We work clean here can mean we work not dirty, or it can also mean we work legally, not against the law. Also, clean can mean directly or completely, such as they hit the target clean. That means that they made their target, they hit their target with an arrow, and they hit it directly and completely. Or maybe they had a sales target. They're salespeople. They have a target. They made that target completely clean. Nothing to do with dirty or clean. That's a different meaning. Dead, deadly. Of course, the normal meaning is something which is not alive, such as the dead man can't walk. In this case, this is an adjective for a dead man. But what if we also said the archer, somebody who shoots a bow and arrow, hit the target dead center? That means exactly in the center. You hit the target exactly in the center, dead center. Um, Deadly disease is a disease which makes you die quickly. Um, and it can also mean something that is very skilled. They have deadly skills. It can mean that their skills are very, very high. So that's kind of slang. What else do we have? I wouldn't use it, but some people do. Fair, fairly. Fair means justice, like this court is not fair. That means that this court has no justice. There's an adjective. But it can also mean we will go fairly soon, which means we will go not very soon, but not late, kind of in between. Not great, but not bad. We'll go fairly soon. Not next minute, but maybe the next half hour we will go. You can also say they did their work fairly, which means that they didn't do their work very badly, but they didn't do it very well either. Such as if a fair grade is a C. Just average, fair, fairly average. You can also use fair for beautiful, like the woman is fair. This is an older expression, an older adjective. It used to mean beautiful. Now it kind of means average. Let's see what else we have. Fast. All right. Normally that means of high speed, like they move fast. But it can also mean they are fast asleep. Fast asleep. Here we have an adjective which means completely. They are completely asleep. You cannot wake them. Or they hold fast to their beliefs. That means that they hold to their beliefs completely. They do not change their beliefs. So fast can mean high speed or completely. Some more. Fine and finely. Fine could mean something is adequate. It's sufficient. Like the amount of food is fine. It's sufficient. We don't need more. We are okay with sufficient. But it can also mean this is a fine car. It can mean something that is very, very nice. Not fair, but fine. Really, really well done. So it can mean very well done, or it can mean also adequate. Not good, not bad. How are you? I'm fine. It doesn't mean good, it doesn't mean bad, really. Finely. Finely means exact. Like this is a finely done process. It has to be done exactly correct. No mistakes. Or the onions must be chopped finely. They must be chopped into very small, precise pieces. So it can mean precise. Whoops, precise too. Finely, precise. Flat. Flat has two meanings. It can mean without elevation, without height, such as the land is flat. But it can also mean uh, out of tune. For example, they sang very flat. They sang out of tune. Like instead of singing do re mi, they sing like do re mi like that. I can't sing flat, but some people do. All right. And freely. Um, that means like to freely do something is to do it without limit or restraint. So, for example, they play freely during break, and it can also mean what else can it mean? Free and freely. Oh yes, without cost, free lunch, and that's it. I think yes. Maybe I'm wrong. Hardly. Well, something is hard, it's difficult. This is hard work. But if something is hardly, it means scarcely or barely. This is hardly any work. That means it's scarcely any work to do at all. Highly. Well, if something is high, it means of tall elevation, right? For example, the hill is high. But highly can also mean a lot of. For example, they think highly of their king. This means their opinion of the king is a lot. It's a very positive opinion. So this does not have to do with elevation. This is more positivity. They think highly of their jobs. The people think highly of the new computer system. They think highly. So it's different when we use it as an adverb, highly, than when we use it as an adjective, high. Just and justly. All right, justly means fair, like with justice, right? Justly equals justice. For example, the king ruled justly. He didn't do things that were unfair. He didn't put beggars in jail for stealing bread. Also, that's an adjective. The just king ruled justly. So both as an adjective and as an adverb. But it also works as the the porridge. Sorry, the porridge was just right for Goldilocks. Do you know the story of Goldilocks and the three bears? The porridge of the papa was too hot, the porridge of the mother was too cold, and the porridge of the baby bear was just right. That means exactly right. Another example, the archer hit the target just in the center. Just that can mean almost in the center. So he almost did not hit the target in the center. Also in the sentence, we just missed the bus. That means if we had arrived 5 minutes earlier, we would have made the bus. But we arrived a little bit too late. We just missed the bus. We almost made it. We almost made it, but we just missed it. That means we barely missed it. We almost did not miss it. Late and lately. For example, if you're late, it just means not on time, right? The late employee was fired, was penalized. But it can also mean lately, like as in soon. I haven't seen you at the pub lately. In in times which are soon, in times which are recent, I have not seen you at the pub. So just again, late means not on time. Lately means recent. Write that down. Mostly. Most means more of than less of. Now, most is the superlative, so it's not more, it's most. It's the amount more than all the others. But mostly is the same as more. So, for example, my friends are mostly smokers. That means I have more friends who are smokers than not smokers. Um, most of my friends are smokers. That means that more of the friends are smokers than are not smokers. Uh, prettily. Prettily is referring to beauty. Also, pretty refers to beauty. For example, the pretty the pretty girl dressed prettily. So there you go. An adjective and an adverb. Pretty girl is the adjective, dressed prettily is the adverb. But what if we used it for very? Like the test scores were pretty good. So that means they were very good. They were pretty good. I guess if something is very good in a positive way, it's also pretty. It's beautiful, right? We can make the accountant made the books look pretty good. Maybe they weren't really very good. Maybe the accountant was stealing the firm's cash, but he made those books look pretty good. And it's just a way of slang, too. Right and rightly. Right can mean exactly, like hit that target right in the center, exactly in the center, dead in the center, right in the center. Not almost doing it correctly, but right, not just in the center, right in the center. Just in the center is not quite. Right in the center is exactly. And rightly is that the person is not wrong. The worker rightly did his job. That means he did it correctly without his mistakes. The worker rightly did his job. He did his job right. Rightly, right, both adverbs. Sharply. Well, sharp can mean that you look smart. Like, for example, dress smart, dress sharply, or smartly. Dress sharp, dress sharply. The sharp person dresses sharply. It can also mean smart is like in the head. How sharp are you? How sharp are you? Do this math problem correctly. And it can also mean to do work well, like he's a sharp worker. And of course, something that can cut, like a sharp knife. This knife cuts sharply, it's a sharp knife. So, looking good, doing a job competently, or having a blade which can cut. Shortly. Shortly can mean just a little bit of time after. For example, shortly after the meeting, they went to the bar. And it can also mean low elevation, such as the what's his name? Tyrion in Lord of Thrones is short, right? Soundly. This does not mean loud. This means a good foundation. For example, this is a soundly built house. This means that this house will not have a problem when there is snow, when there is ice, when there is hailstones. This house will stay together because it is built well. So also, the father spanked the child soundly. That means he really completely spanked this child. Not just like a little spanking, but like, you are very bad, you get a spanking. And also, sound of mind. They are not crazy, they are sound. Sound of mind. Or you can just say they are sound. Sound of mind, sound means not crazy. Sure, surely. If something is sure, it means it's certain. This is a sure bet for this horse. This horse will win. If you bet on this horse, if you buy a ticket for this horse, it's a sure bet you will win all your money back and more. And it can also be a question like, surely you won't bet on another horse. You wouldn't think of betting on another horse, would you? Surely. So surely it's usually like a question, right? You would never use like this. This is a surely bet. No, you would say this is a sure bet. It's just how native speakers do it. Surely is for the question. Wide and widely. Wide is like the distance from left to right. Like this is a wide door for fat people because fat people can walk through a door which has a large distance from the left side to the right side. But you can also say it is widely accepted that COVID is a Chinese virus. And that means that it is popular. If something is widely accepted, it's popular. Or Manchester United is a widely known football team. So that means that many people know it. FC Club. Next one. Is that it? Oh, that's all the adjectives and adverbs I have today. Did you enjoy that? Don't forget to subscribe. See you later.